Storm Ernesto has formed just east of the Leeward Islands, and we saw on satellite all day today, and the aircraft data were suggesting the center of circulation was becoming better defined, and it has met enough of those criteria for the Hurricane Center to designate this a tropical storm. Now, one of the numbers that is pretty impressive is the west-northwest motion at 28 miles an hour, and that's one of the reasons why it's probably not going to intensify really rapidly as it moves over the northeastern Caribbean. Fast-moving systems don't usually rapidly intensify, but we've had enough measurements from the aircraft to bring the winds up to 40 miles an hour. So we've got our tropical storm. We already had the warnings up, and none of those have changed. And it's going to be later tonight when the winds of tropical storm force probably first arriving here in the Leeward Islands, and then tomorrow in the Virgin Islands, tomorrow night into Puerto Rico. And the rain and the flooding and the mudslides will also be a big concern. So this definitely has that look. The tropical wave has been crossing the entire tropical Atlantic since last week, tapping into that way warmer than average water. And the upper level pattern is such that this trough that's over the eastern U.S. is going to turn it to the north, but not until it passes Puerto Rico. And in the meantime, you've got relatively weak wind shear, pretty decent upper level outflow over the top of this. And now you can see how the bad weather is starting to arrive here in the Leeward Islands. And if we look a little more closely, you can see where the center of circulation is taking shape right about in here. Take a little bit closer look, and you can see where the center of circulation has really started to take shape right in there. And that's, about 30 miles north of the track of where the previously assumed center was. And so it's been relocated a little bit farther to the north, and so in the short term that means the track be a little bit farther to the right, and the hurricane hunters have been finding winds of right near tropical storm force throughout this entire mission. Here's the new track. This is overnight tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning, crossing the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. But even after it gets north of there, Wednesday into Thursday, some trailing rain bands could still be plaguing this area. So rain-induced floods and mudslides going to be a big problem, especially in the mountainous terrain of a place like Puerto Rico. So here's the complete new track. Not a whole lot of changes, and again, Bermuda could be in line possibly for a major hurricane, Alex.